Greetings, this is Fallon Hunt. Now, before we get into this, let me just point a few things out. See the amiibo up there? We got Pokemon. We've got an entire shelf full of Eevee stuff, and you can't quite see it, but underneath here, you can just about see a few of them right there. It's a collection of my chosen starter from all of the generations, from Gen 1 to the newest edition, Gen 7, right? My favorite starter currently, Decidueye. I absolutely fucking love him. But I point this all out to say that I am a massive Pokemon fan. I have played every single mainline game since Yellow. I have played nearly every single spin-off, including the ones that most people never talk about, like Conquest. Conquest was so fucking good, but no one talks about that one. I'm a Pokemon fan. I love it. I can even sit here and defend Generation 6. There's so many aspects of Generation 6 I love, even though I do agree it was the downfall of the series. That's when things started to get bad. And I can defend every single game to a certain degree. Less so Sword and Shield, but to a certain degree. But I'm going to admit, I'm not a fan of Legends Arceus. To me, Legends Arceus was essentially Pokemon Go, the mobile game, if it was an actual video game, right? It is just catch. And it used to be gotta catch them all, as in fill the Pokedex, complete the Pokedex. Now it's gotta catch them all, as in catch every single Rattata in existence, past, present, and future. Its entire lifeline, group. It's bloodline. I mean, lifeline, bloodline. Its entire bloodline, all of its ancestors, and do that for every single Pokemon. Catch every single Pokemon in existence, and when you've got a lot of copies, grind them all up in a big meat grinder and force cannibalism on the one you want. Right? It's not. I think the game is boring as sin. And I think the only reason Legends Arceus was popular is because a lot of people are desperate for action mechanics in a Pokemon game. And I think the main reason for that is because Pokemon is probably one of the most archaic turn-based games on the market. You look at games like the recent Persona entries, or you look at games like, Digimon Time Stranger, and you're going to see people doing it better. Pokemon is so unbelievably slow and drawn out and sluggish. So it makes sense that a lot of people are really hating the turn-based mechanics and want anything remotely action mechanic, right? It's what Total Biscuit used to call it, a desperation genre. People are so desperate for something like this that they will just obtain any old slop. Which, to be honest, is part of the reason why Palworld was so successful, because it was an action combat monster tamer game with a few designs that are very similar to Pokemon to an almost copyright infringing degree. Although the fact that that is the one thing the Pokemon Company haven't gone out of their way to attack them for is kind of fucking ridiculous, because it's the one point they have to stand on. But they're deciding to be bastards about literally everything else about it. So, basically, I am a disenfranchised fan. I adore Pokemon. It has been one of my favorite things for my entire life. I'm still buying the merch. I love the Sitting Cuties line. It's such a good fucking line. But I have no interest in AZ. No interest in AZ. That being said, I am kind of curious about the Megas. So, thank you to Nintendo Unity, I think this channel is. I will be linking this video in the description. Please give them a view if you're watching this video, and a like and all that kind of good shit. So, the only one of these I'm aware of is Hawlucha, because Hawlucha is my favorite Pokemon. That's another Sitting Cuties I've got around here somewhere. So, outside of that, I don't know. I've not heard anything about this outside of it being a bit crap. And that's kind of it, right? I've not heard anything about it. I have no interest in the game. No Pokemon fan that I know in my personal life has any interest in this game. So, yeah, everyone's just talking about Digimon Time Stranger at the moment, and for damn good reason. So let's get into it. Like, enough of my ramble, and let's just watch this video, and I'll give my opinion on the Megas. So first of all, we've got Meganium. Now, on the plus side, It's good because Meganium finally gets a stat boost. It's about fucking time this freaking this Pokemon got some fucking love, because oh my god, have they abandoned this guy? And I can't say I'm a fan. To be honest, this feels like a pal more than it does a Pokemon. Its face is Squirtle. That is Squirtle. Look at Squirtle and then look at that. That is not Meganium's face. That is Squirtle's face. It's got this weird rounded face that looks like a green Squirtle. And the flowers on it looks like cushions. It's so lazy. But again, this is Meganium, so this is pretty much as far as we can expect with Meganium. They do not like this Pokemon at all, which is a shame. I like the feet. I like what they've done with the feet. It's made this bottom area less flat, but I don't like anything else. Let's see who's next. Yo! Emboar looks great. What the fuck? Okay, this is a Mega Evolution. This is a real Mega Evolution. He looks like a fucking emperor. Finally. He looks more like what he's supposed to be. The bigger tusks, the crown, the more blazing fire. Like we got this bit of a like a skirt thing down here. The staff. He looks kingly. He looks great. I have never been a fan of Emboar. I've always found Emboar to be one of the ugliest Pokemon in the series. In fact, I love Black and White. It's one of my favorite entries, but I hate all of the starters. But this Emboar looks fucking amazing. If this is what he always looked like, I'd be an Emboar user. This is great. Big into this. Yeah, he looks fantastic. The cocky grin as well. They've just slapped a shell on his back. Oh, that's so that is the worst Mega they've ever made. Why the fuck did they turn Feraligatr into a porta potty? Oh my god. No. Wait a minute, that already existed. No, I'm sorry. Like, up until this guy came around, Feraligatr was my favorite starter. That I would have chosen Totodile if I played the game. And his Mega form is a fucking porta potty? Are you serious? They've just added spikes to his armor and given him a fucking porta potty. And then colored in the frigging armor down here, which makes it look weird. Oh my god, that's abysmal! They don't give a shit anymore, do they? They really don't give a shit anymore. Oh my god, that is terrible. At least they can merchandise it to kids. Yeah, for Mega Feraligatr shaped fucking porta potty. They're taking the piss at this point. They don't care. Oh my god, that is fucking awful. Yeah, Mega Beedrill always existed. It looks great. No issue with that one. Mega Pidgeot, yeah, also looks fantastic. No issue with that. Mega Ampharos is funny because I actually didn't like Ampharos for the longest time because it's a naked sheep without wool, and it always looks stupid to me. I love Flaffy, I love Mareep, but this thing I didn't like for the longest time. I've used it enough now that it's kind of grown on me. But then they introduced Mega Ampharos, and I'm like, wow! I even remember exactly where you get it. You have to surf out and you get it on an island in Pokemon X and Y. I love Mega Ampharos because it fixes the one issue I have with Ampharos, and that's the lack of, like, floof, essentially. I think Mega Ampharos is fantastic. The only thing I don't like about it are these random balls everywhere. One of them would have been good enough. I don't like the ears as well, but everything else is fantastic. So this ain't just the new ones. Mega Gyarados is dumb. It's too fat. I prefer the original. Yo, okay. They've literally just turned it into circuitry. So this is a Pokemon that I don't know anyone that actually likes. Barcarnal or something like that. Barcarnal? Carnicle? I can't even remember what it's fucking called. No one likes this Pokemon, right? So the fact that they've given it... this is obviously a boss in the game. This has to be a boss in the game. This is awesome. This looks way better. This stands out so much more. This is really cool. Yeah, like yeah, this is great. I've got nothing against this. This is fantastic. This has fixed the problem with a Pokemon no one likes, right? That's awesome. That's really cool. I like that a lot. What the honest to God fuck is that? They're taking the piss. Oh please, somebody has to be making fucking SpongeBob memes with this shit. Wait. Patrick, what happened to you? This is awful. This is one of the dumbest things they've ever done, and I kinda love it. It's one of them, right? It is so bad, it's funny. Klefki broke me, by the way. Generation 6, I was one of these people that didn't like Trubbish, didn't like Garbodor, didn't like Vanillish, right? I was that guy. And then Klefki came out. Klefki, a steel fairy type. Massive weakness to fire. It's a set of keys. And what does it do to chase away Pokemon that would predate on it? It jingles keys. You ever tried jingling keys as a cat? Doesn't work. What's one of the major predators in that region? A fire-type cat. Klefki's ridiculous. And Klefki was so fucking stupid. I started liking the silly Pokemon, the object Pokemon. I, to this very day, lament never being able to get my hands on the Klefki keyring. There's a Klefki keyring that you could buy, and everyone wants it, and it's so fucking hard to get. You have to pay a ridiculous amount of money that I'm not willing to pay for a keyring. I'd probably be better off going on Etsy, to be honest. I bet you there's a better one being made on Etsy right now. This is fucking stupid. Everything about this is fucking stupid. I hate it, but I love it at the same time. This is the room of Pokemon. I really want to see what it looks like in game. Walking. Because you can see, they've basically just taken Starmie or Staryu, whichever one this is, and they've stretched it over a humanoid skeleton. That's all they've done. Even the way the model looks like it's been stretched. It doesn't look right. They've lazily stretched this over one of their human skeletons. That's literally what they've done. It's very obvious. They don't care anymore. Like, we're at the point in which Pokemon looks like a rip-off of Pokemon. This is the official Pokemon plushie. This is the plushie you get from a Chinese rip-off website. This is the Temu version. That looks so bad. And I know what they've done. They've made it look more like what Fire Blast looks like in the anime, which is what that was supposed to be in the first place. That is so stupid. It looks terrible. It looks so bad. It looks like it can barely breathe. It looks like it's being suffocated in cushions. It's so bad. What the fuck is this? Okay, I love the wings. I legitimately love the wings. And the droopy ears are cool. But what the fuck is with the acorn hat? Like, everything about this except that looks good, right? It's literally just the acorn hat. That's it. It's just the fucking acorn hat. Everything else looks fine, but the acorn hat looks fucking ridiculous. Pokemon was never meant to be 3D. I feel like so much was lost the moment it became 3D. I was into it at first, but after so many generations, it really does feel like a lot was lost when it became 3D. But that hat, no. Everything, like the wings, the ears, yeah, it's great. I like it. I do like it. It's more of a furry. I get it. I like it. But that head is fucking stupid. I used that in my very first playthrough in X and Y. First time I'd used an Alakazam since like the very first game. Yeah, he's cool. I like him a lot. One of the best Megars in terms of concept. Mega Gengar is old as well. I've never been a fan of that one. Yo! They turned, I forget what it's called, but they turned it into a Mega. This is actually really good. One of the best things about Generation 5 is they made bug types really good. It was like the first generation that made bug types actually usable. This thing is great. Like, really good. So the fact that they've turned the fucking horse centipede into a royal knight with a javelin attached to its head, that's really cool. It feels a bit clumped together, which is a thing that is becoming a bit of a theme. I feel as if a fan could take this concept and do a lot better with it. It feels bulky. It feels top heavy. It feels like if you had this, it would go. Like, it feels like it would fall flat in its face, right? That front, that back does not feel like it could hold the weight of the front, right? It's cool. I like it. But I'm positive that a fan could do a hell of a lot better with that design, right? It could be better. It's way too top heavy. I like the concept. A gallant knight with a lance. Cool. You can do better. It's cool. I remember seeing this one in a trailer. There is a pitcher plant that looks exactly like this. That is based on a pitcher plant. It is based on a real thing. It's fucking stupid. And not in a way that's fun. It just looks uncomfortable. Its existence is pain. That's what it looks like. This does not look like something that's nice. Its existence is pain. That's the problem here. Fucking lips on it. I think Mega Medicham was in Generation 7. Yeah, I mean, I never liked Medicham in the first place, and I feel like the Mega is better than Medicham. I feel like I'd swap the colors around here a little bit more. Like, I'd make this red and then this white. I don't know. I feel like that, like, it's a bit too top heavy with the white up here. Like, it's all white with a little tiny bit of red, and then whereas this has the color balanced a lot better. Like, this has the better model, but this has the colors balanced better. But I've never been a fan of that, like, Pokemon in general. So it always looked a bit off to me. Again, this looks so fucking stupid. This thing doesn't even look like it's able to move. Like, this is an old design. This was again, Gen 7 design, I think, although it might have been in the original, I can't remember. But, it might have been in Gen 6. But, no, it would be still Gen 6. When I mean Gen 7, I mean ORAS. Oh, no, Gen 7 had them as well, didn't they? No, I think this is a ORAS one in particular. Manectric was a Pokemon that took me a long time to like. And the main reason is actually part of its concept. I don't like its head. Why I would choose this over Jolteon at any point, I do not know. Jolteon is just so much better designed. This looks like it would just fall over. This does not look like it would be able to move. It's really stupid. Never been a fan of that one. Hey! Everyone's favorite. The shiny of this is amazing. Yeah, Gardevoir's great. The Mega's nice. I prefer the original version, no. But yeah. Everyone likes that one. Gardevoir's great. Again, never been a fan of Gallade. Mega Gallade is everything. Every issue I have with Gallade is fixed with Mega Gallade. It's so fucking cool. It's just a shame that I will never pick it over Gardevoir. And when you're facing Wally in, is it Wally or Wallace in ORAS, he just goes down so fucking quickly. It's a shame because he's really cool. The music in that fight's great as well. Mega Houndoom. I've always been a fan of Houndoom, and Mega Houndoom is right up my edgy alley. I love it. It's great. It's a classic. Mega Altaria I used in my initial run through of ORAS. I absolutely fucking love it. I've always been more of a Flygon guy. Oh my god, if Flygon gets a Mega... Oh my god, if Flygon gets a... No. Flygon won't get a Mega because Game Freak hates Flygon. And if Flygon did get a Mega, I would have heard about it by now. Mega Altaria is gorgeous. I really wish regular Altaria looked like that. It's perfect. I love that design. That might actually be my favorite Mega. It's so pretty. I like Mega Altaria. No, whatever that's called. That other one was Altaria. I love the Mega version of it. It looks so much better than this creepy fucker. I'd never use it, because I'll never use this thing. Hey! No, this is my favorite. This is my favorite Mega. I love Lopunny, unironically. Like, legitimately, a lot of people think this is just a Gooner thing. Lopunny is one of a handful of Gen 4 Pokemon I like. I do not like Gen 4. I don't like the team. I don't like the fucking HMs. I don't like the layout. I don't like the story. The only thing I like about Gen 4 is Cynthia. And the mechanics changes. And that's it, right? Cynthia is amazing. The mechanics changes are Pokemon really needed. But I hate the majority of the Pokemon. I do. Most Gen 4 Pokemon I think are ugly as sin. And nearly every Gen 4 Pokemon I do like is a ground type for some reason. Lopunny is the one exception. I love Baneri and I love Lopunny. They've always been freaking awesome. And the fact that they turned it into a, like, frigging kickboxer with, like, the fishnets. Like, every single time I see this guy, this thing. And, again, like, the 80s Hertai. Every single time I see Mega Lopunny, all I hear in my head is, she's a maniac, maniac on the floor. And she's dancing like she's never danced before. Just a shame that you can only get her in, like, Gen 7 right at endgame. Because, like, Mega Lopunny is amazing. Like, if I played this game, she would be on my team. Just so I could use Mega Lopunny. Like, I love Mega Lopunny. She's so fucking cool. Not even, like, Gooner bullshit aside, Mega Lopunny, like, Lopunny is legit one of my favorite Pokemon. I love her, mainly because I hate Gen 4 Pokedex so much. I dislike the majority of Gen 4 by a considerable margin. So, like, Lopunny really stands up as, like, the one exception. So I love Mega Lopunny. Like, this alone would be a reason for me to play this game. I might play it at some point if I ever see it for, like, 20 quid, but it's a Pokemon game, so it will never go on sale. But no, legit, I love her. She's great. Mega Bayonet, always been a good one. It's an old one. Mega Camerupt I've always liked. It's another good one. Fuck off. Kill me. I can't move. My entire existence is pain. Look, I'm sure this thing is gonna be amazing in the anime, but how does this thing even exist? Like, how does this guy not just go, like, how does this... It's so stupid. It's so dumb. It's so fucking dumb. Imagine moving like that. I mean, Excadrill already did this. Excadrill was already stupid. It's a great Pokemon, but it was already stupid. You have taken a Pokemon design that was already stupid and requires kind of a lot of, like, suspension of disbelief, and you've made it into something that is unfucking believably ridiculous. That is that might actually be the dumbest Mega. I actually think that takes the cake even more so than Starmie/Staryu, whichever one that is. Like, that is fucking retarded. In every way. What the honest to God fuck is that? What did you do to my boy? Oh my god. That's so like, even the way it shakes. Like, it's like, oh, it's so fucking heavy. Oh, it's so fucking heavy. Like, look at the way it shakes. This thing did not need a Mega. It is already the most broken dragon type and has been for years. And its Mega is ugly as sin, and I will die on that hill. It's never needed a Mega. Mega Sableye is a really cool concept, but I will never use it. It's a very competitive one. Again, it's Mega Mawile. Amazing concept. Really cool. I will never use it. Oh, one of the coolest Pokemon in general, and the Mega is even better. Like, again, this is another Mega Altaria situation. I wish Absol looked like Mega Absol. Mega Absol is perfection. This is so cool. Have you seen the shiny one as well? Oh, Mega Absol is so fucking cool. It's unreal. I love this thing. Absol's always been one of the best designed Pokemon, one of the coolest Pokemon. Like, it's so perfect. I love it. Mega Lucario, I like. Lucario used to be one of my favorite Pokemon, but it has been so overblown, and I've used it so much that I've actually burnt myself out of it, to the point where it's kind of in like the Charizard category for me at some point. Gengar was the first to happen to me. I burnt myself out of Gengar, I think, around Gen 4, because I used it in like every game, and I also used it in Gen 4, and I just stopped liking Gengar because I burnt myself fucking out of it. I used it too much. So Gengar, Lucario, and Charizard are all kind of in the same category of, I don't dislike it, I like it, but I'm sick of it, pretty much. And yeah, Lucario's kind of the same. Slowpoke, Mega Slowpoke has always been in that, or Slowbro has always been in that category for me where it's like, it's dumb, it's really fucking stupid, but in the same way Mega Starmie is really stupid, it's ridiculous, it's retarded, but it's fun because of it. It's the room of Pokemon. You know, it's bad, but it's fun because it's bad. It's that kind of bad. Mega Sharpedo is okay, not really care. Very... Whoa! I really wish the freaking video did a different perspective on this. Electros has always been really cool. And, oh wow, that actually looks really awesome. That looks almost ghostly. Also, plus, minus, the batteries. That's a really nice design feature. Yeah, this is great. This is one of the best Megas they've ever done. Big fan of this one. This is great. Yeah, look at it. It's really cool. I like that a lot. A lot of people are going to complain about the wings. I can see that right now. That's a very Asian place to put wings. For some reason, most Asian designers put wings on the hips or on the head. Not often on the back. That's more of a Western thing because of angels. But usually it's on the hips or on the head. A lot of people are going to complain about that. I personally think the tail is too much. I like it, but I feel as if that one fluffy dragon from Palworld is a better design. I'm just going to put that out there. I've always preferred Dratini and Dragonair to Dragonite. I've always preferred that, and I would kind of like more of that in a Mega. I'm going to be honest. It's okay, but I'm not really a fan. You know, it's just not offensive. It's just okay. Mega Venusaur, I've seen a lot of. That's one of the older ones. It's cool. It's fine. Mega Charizard X is the reason why I played X. It's awesome. It's edgy. Y is the better version, though. Mega Blastoise is fine, but a bit stupid. A bit over-designed. I think regular Blastoise... Oh, this is a new one. It's like me before I became a supermodel, me after I developed anorexia. I kinda love it. I love its personality. It's like, yes, I'm badass. Yes, I'm incredible. Yes, I'm worth it. Maybe it's Maybelline. It's got that kind of like, I'm fabulous. Like evil flamboyance, right? That's what it has. It has evil flamboyance, and I'm kind of here for it. I also love like the ink, the purple and green ink that's coming out of its tentacles there. That's a really nice thing. And again, like the multicolored ink here leading up, and then this like big quoof of hair at the top. It's really got this, like, this has always been a really cool Pokemon, and this has like this flamboyant evil genius or evil bad guy. You know, you can see this kind of guy like just strutting down a runway, you know what I mean? You can see it doing that, just strutting down the runway, just being evil, you know? It gets so lonely being evil. I'm lying through my teeth. Your fear is all the company I need. Like, it's got that. I actually love it. It's great. That's fantastic. Really cool. I like that a lot. Yo, Mega Dragalge. That's kind of all. I tell you what, they blew it out the park with the aquatic Megas. Like, the aquatic Megas are kind of awesome. Ignoring Stormy. Yeah, I'm a big fan of that. It's awesome. You can see, like, the real life inspiration as well. They're like much like with I forget its name, and where's the other aquatic one? This guy. There are real animals and like plant life, like underwater plant life that look like this. So they've obviously done like their homework and inspiration. Like, yeah, it's good. It's good. It's a good design. It's an old one. Never been a fan of either Pokemon, Glalie or Mega Glalie. Yo! Wow! Okay, she's awesome. All they've done here is they've taken the concept and they've turned it into a thing that is actually what they're basing it on, right? So this is based on a yokai, a woman found in like the mountains that would lead you to your death or some shit like that. There's a billion stories like that. But I forget what it's called. But that is essentially what it's based on, right? That is closer to the myth it's based on than that. That's the Pokemon version of it. That's close to the myth. That is awesome. I'm a big fan of that. That looks amazing. She is great. Huge fan of that one. It's got a lot of Gardevoir energy to it. Big fan of that. That's really good. That might be the best Mega in this one. It's like, what is the best Mega? No, I think that that's the best Mega, right? In the new Mega, anyway. Abomasnow, yeah, it's a bit much. We've seen that one before. Scizor, it's okay. I prefer the original. That again, this fixes all the problems I have with the original Pinsir. The Mega Pinsir is so much better, although I would have cooled it on the spikes a little bit, but everything else is really good. I don't like Mega Heracross, I prefer the original. Yo, here we go. I love Hawlucha. Hawlucha is my favorite Pokemon. I've had a shiny one since X and Y Friend Safari. My Hawlucha is my version of Ash's Pikachu. It's been with me in every single compatible game since. It's bad. It has champion badges from like every game since X and Y. So Oras, Sword and Shield, friggin' Sun and Moon, both versions. You know, it's also got like the Battle Royale ribbons from that as well, and a bunch of other stuff, right? It's in Scarlet and Violet at the moment. Like, my Hawlucha has been through every single compatible game since. And if there's any way I will play like Legends ZA, it's so I can use this as my actual Hawlucha. The problem is currently, if you transfer a Pokemon to ZA, you cannot transfer it back to the bank. So if I transfer Hawlucha to ZA, it is permanently stuck there. I will never get it back unless they change that. So there's no point. I'd have to capture a new one, and it won't be the same unless it's my Hawlucha, you know? I love this. It really pushes the Luchadore theme even more so. And because it's got a Mega, that also means that Hawlucha's got a decent chance of never having an evolution, which I don't want it to. Although the benefit of Hawlucha having an evolution is then I can use the Eviolite on it. But yeah, I love this. I think this is fantastic. Hawlucha, again, is my favorite Pokemon, so the fact that they've made a Mega that makes him look even cooler, I'd love to see the shiny version of this. I'm all over that. That's fantastic. Great. That's the only one I've seen before this. It's really, really good. Yo! Okay. Hoodlum Callum. Are you behind this, my boy? That's awesome. No, that's really fucking cool. I am a huge fan of that. That is so good. What the honest to God hell? No, if I play this game, I'm getting a Scrafty. That's so good. I'm naming it Callum. Like, dude, that's so fucking good. What the hell? No, I love that. That's amazing. I'm a huge fan of that. That actually, like, it really does feel like it's crazy. Like there is the gambit. There is like the bar at this point where some of them are fucking awful. Like some of the worst megas they've ever made. A lot of them just feel uninspired, and then when they do it right, they do it really fucking right. That's great. I love that. I really hope Ash uses that. I hope this is in the anime. Please, for the love of God, include this in the anime. Oh wait, no, Ash isn't in the anime anymore, thank God. It's that girl. I really like that girl, actually. The fucking Scarlet and Violet anime is really good. I much prefer her to Ash. I'm not gonna lie, she's so much better. But no, this is fantastic. I love him. He's great. Like, this is guaranteed that if I ever play this game, I'm using a Scrafty. Like, that is so cool. I am all over that. And, oh my god, is the shiny black? Please tell me the shiny is a black hoodie. Please. That's so cool. I mean, yeah. Yeah, if they gave it a Mega, that's what it'd look like. Pretty much. Although, why one of its eyes are glowing and the other isn't? Mega Aerodactyl we've seen. The Mega Aerodactyl was like the poster child of Megas back in the day because it perfectly encapsulated what was wrong with Megas. It was the same shit with more spikes. So stupid, so lazy. Mega Steelix? This was already a thing, wasn't it? It just looks different because the steel texture now. Like the shiny texture. Yeah. Mega Aggron, same thing. I used one of them in ORAS. It's alright. Mega Tyranitar, never been a fan. I prefer the original. Yo! I am going to be doing an entire fucking fighting type run, aren't I? Between this dude, Scrafty, and Hurlucher, my entire team will just be fighting types. Look at this little bastard. Look at this little bastard. So I've always been a fan of Phalanx. I think this is one of the coolest and most unique Pokemon ideas they've had for a while. I love this thing. It's great. And the Mega version essentially being a bunch of kobolds in a trench coat is really funny. Look at this little bastard in the middle. Look at this little bastard. I love it. I love it. That's fantastic. I'm all over that. That's great. That's so good. What the fuck? Why is it yellow? I'm assuming they've given it like the electric typing or something. Is it like steel electric? Which is really good defensively, but that's really bad. That is an ugly yellow. Oh my god. That is a gross looking... What the fuck did you do to Skarmory? That's terrible. Speaking of terrible Megas, here's the poster child for terrible Megas. This thing is stupid. Like, this perspective does not give you the full view of how fucking stupid Mega Salamence is. It's a stupid design. I hate it. And its stupid fucking paper wings. This thing was broken. Everyone used this. Everyone fucking used this bastard. It was so broken. I used this bastard. Even everyone fucking used this piece of shit. It was in every team. Fuck you, Mega Kangaskhan. Yo! Mega Falcor, let's go. I love Drampar. He's so cute. Like, no, please. This has to have a major role in the anime or a movie or something. This feels like a protagonist. You know, well, this feels like the protagonist's guide. You know what I mean? This has like Master Roshi energy. That's awesome. I love this guy. It's great. Really, really cool. Yeah, we've seen Metagross. It's fine. What? Oh wait, no, it's a Generation 6 game, isn't it? It's Kalos. Of course he's gonna be in it. What? I completely forgot about him. Why is he a blimp now? Okay. I mean, it's nice that Zygarde is no longer being shafted and is actually being used in his own game, but okay. Don't know why it's a blimp now, but okay. We're gonna see him in action. Oh, Mega Flora. Oh, shit. Yo! His Floret. This was originally going to be given out as a gift Pokemon, as like a unique, but it never happened. I think it's in the data, but we never got it officially. So it looks like we're finally getting it officially. It's a special Floret. Okay. Wait, isn't that... I'm pretty sure that that is the top of the Great Weapon in X and Y, which actually makes a lot of sense. Thematically. Okay, cool. Kind of looks like it's a baby stuck to an umbilical cord. That's a bit uncomfortable, but there we go. Wait, does Delphox get a Mega? Hey. Yo. Wait, show me. Whoa! Okay, they've made the worst choice in that game way better. Oh my god, he's awesome. No, I love this. This is one of my favorite Megas. All they've done is give him a cape and a spear, and he's already amazing. Also, they've given him a beard. You can't go wrong with the beard. Nah, he's great. Delphox has taken a book out of Mega Alakazam's, page out of Mega Alakazam's book. Okay. Yeah, we've seen Greninja before, but no, let's go back to them a bit. I wish I could see them properly. No, like, Delphox and the big beard. A lot of people are going to be pissed off with that, because a lot of people assume Delphox is female. So the fact that they got more into the wizard look. No, I actually love that. X and Y has one of the best starter selections we've ever had. Like, I love X and Y starters. And the fact that we've gone full into, like, Paladin Knight, Wizard, and, like, obviously you've got your Greninja Ninja. Nah, that's great. That's really cool. I like them a lot. So yeah, like, oh yeah, I've seen these as well. They've given Raichu's evolutions, which actually surprises me because Pikachu's the one that gets all of like the attention. Game Freak kind of forgets Raichu exists. Yeah, I mean they're fine. I don't really care about them. I'll consistently forget about them all the time. They're stupid, but yeah, I mean, overall, pretty good. Like, there's some really bad ones. Like this is terrible. This is terrible. This is terrible. This is, not that one. That one. This is so bad that it's good. So what are my favorite Megas? Let's see, like, top 5 Megas. Altaria. Absol. Fucking, where's Lopunny? Lopunny. So there's 3. This guy. That's 4. Harlucher, 5. Scrafty, 6. I'd say Delphox and I forget his name. 7, 8. Fellings 9. This is not in any particular order, by the way, just counting them down. I knew a lot for my last one. A lot of these are new ones as well, so I think they've done quite well. What will I have for my last one? Have I said Gallade? I'll select Gallade. Yeah, 10. I think a lot of the new ones are very good, to be perfectly honest. Scrafty, in particular, is fantastic. Like, Harlucher, Scrafty, her, like, I forget her name. Her, she's great. There are some really good ones. But, I do have, like, 0 interest in AZ. 0 interest in AZ. Or ZA, whatever the fuck it's called. Let's put it on Hoodlum Callum here. Hoodlum Callum, damn it. The fuck? Where is it? Yeah, I have 0 interest in the game. I'm tempted to play it at some point. If I ever see it on sale for like 20 quid, I'll pick it up and I'll give it a go. But quite frankly, the best, if you're a Pokemon fan, which I am, the best thing you can do at the moment is to not give them money. Because Pokemon could sell literal horse shit, brand it Mudsdale, fucking muck, and put the Pokemon logo on it, and people would buy it like it's the cure for cancer. Pokemon does not have to try. It can give you the biggest amount of slop available and people will buy it, and because of that, it doesn't have to try. Conversely, Digimon does have to try. It does have to try. Every single monster tamer out there that isn't Pokemon has to try. Because Pokemon has such a fucking monopoly. It is a pile of horse manure sat on the throne of the monster tamer genre. Even games that mechanically have nothing to do with Pokemon, like Pal World or Cassette Beasts or fucking Digimon, will be compared to Pokemon, will be called a Pokemon clone. Every single time. Pokemon has such a stranglehold on the monster taming genre that Pokemon is the only monster taming game a lot of people know of. It's that bad. It doesn't have to try. It doesn't have to try. But I feel like Digimon Time Stranger has been a major awakening for a lot of people. They've realized, it's made a lot of people realize just how bad Pokemon is. Again, I say this as a fan. It's made people realize just how bad Pokemon is, and hopefully this is a sign that people are going to start looking into the indie Pokemon games and the indie Monster Tamer games, the ROM hacks, the fan creations, and the other very few in between AAA monster tamers like Dragon Quest Monsters and the Digimon games, right? And if that's the case, then good. Because if you are a Pokemon fan, the best thing you can do is stop paying for Pokemon games. You can buy the other stuff. The Sitting Cuties merch is great. Like, I love this line. This has been quality for the longest time. The Sitting Cuties plushies are fantastic. And for a lot of Pokemon, the Sitting Cuties line is... I almost dropped it there. The Sitting Cuties line is like the only way you can get some Pokemon if it's your favorite, right? Because some Pokemon just aren't popular enough to get merch. Like, the Sitting Cuties line is the only way I have ever found... Yeah, it's the back there on the chest. There it is. The Sitting Cuties line is the only line where I could get like a good quality Hurlucha plush or a good quality Salazzle plush, right? So it's good stuff, but the video games are just not good. They're not good quality, right? They used to be better. They used to be so much better. Pokemon peaked in Black and White. It did. Pokemon peaked in Black and White. That was the last truly great game. And you can also argue, despite the fact that I don't like it, Pokemon could also peaked in Generation 4 with Platinum. Because that was the accumulation of everything that came before. It had Generation 3's contests. It had the physical special split. It had more of a focus on competitive, thus making breeding easier than ever before. Gen 4 was the end point of everything that came before being pushed forward, and then they restarted with Black and White. So if you want to say that Gen 4 was the pinnacle of Pokemon, you've got good reason to, even if I don't like it myself. But ever since X and Y, which I love, but that was the downfall of the series. It's a lot like Monster Hunter World. Like, I love Monster Hunter World, but Monster Hunter World was really when the Monster Hunter franchise started going downhill, and now we've got fucking Wilds, in which they can't be asked to even finish the game, so it's not remotely polished, which the series used to be famous for. It's polish. You know, you don't even get loot on the final boss, and there's no even basic features like an arena until like the first proper patch in which they finish the game, and it still runs like complete ass because they're so focused on making microtransactions more than making a good game, because that's what's happened to the Monster Hunter series since it's become big in the West. unfortunately. Be careful what you wish for. But yeah, it's just like Pokemon's just gone so far downhill. And if you want it to be good again, the best thing you can do is start supporting its competition, right? Start supporting its competition, because if you start putting your money into its competition and more people do that, they will lose out on money, and they will get to the point where they have to develop a good game. They have to develop a good game. Any single time a company starts releasing shit, do not support that shit. That doesn't mean you have to stop spending money on Pokemon as a whole. If you collect the cards and the cards are still good quality, I know nothing about that area, then great, keep doing that. If you like the plushies and whatnot and they're still good quality, cool, keep doing that. But the games are not good quality. And the best thing you can do for Pokemon at the moment, for the franchise's health, is to stop paying for the games. Stop buying the games. Just stop doing it. Because that's the only hope we have of getting good Pokemon games again. If you keep buying slop, then why the hell would they have any desire to give you anything better than slop? Because better than slop costs more money. Pokemon, it makes absolute bank from spending the absolute least amount of money and time available. Digimon Time Stranger took over 7 years to develop. There was no way in hell the Pokemon Company will give Game Freak that amount of time anymore, because it's got to come in line with the card game and the movies and the TV show and the merchandise and all this kind of thing, right? It is a product that needs to be developed and pushed. That's it. There's very little artistry anymore. There's very little passion anymore. It is purely a product to be sold. So the best thing to do is stop buying it, right? But this is probably the only video I'm going to be doing on Pokemon AZ in particular, because I just have no interest. I just have no interest. I am impressed by some of these designs, though. That's the thing with me. I'm not here just to hate. I actually am a fan. I'm just not a fanboy. There is a major difference, right? But I finished Digimon Time Stranger the other day. I completed all the content, all the bonus dungeons, all the side quests. I finished off the index. I got like a full team of level 99s. I'm good. There's literally nothing else for me to do in the game at this point, outside of try to play through it again on like Mega Plus difficulty, which I'm not going to do. I'm probably going to be playing other games now, but Time Stranger was truly fantastic, and now comes the hard part of trying to figure out what my top 5 games are going to be this year, because Jesus, it's a hard choice. This isn't going to be on it, though. Fucking hell. Bye for now. Hope you enjoyed.